Good Saturday evening. I just totally I looked up and I saw red.
Ah.
So I guess that means we're live. So let's try this again. Good Saturday evening, everybody. How you doing? I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Our War and the Wolfpack and Music and Mayhem, co-host with Music and Mayhem with Skylar Ray. And we are just trying to get ready for an extremely busy 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
When I say we, I mean me and, of course, Thing. And attached to Thing. She's still working. You know what?
We're getting ready to try. I gotta look at the
Yeah,
camera.
there's going to be, that's, and attached to Thing is OG. And, we're not going to have to be doing this much longer. Why, you may ask? Because I'll tell you why. We have come a long way,
baby,
since yeah, we've come a long way. And since the very first podcast, and which was set up on the kitchen table with a phone and the octopus type tripod, which was sliding down as I was trying to do my first show, which was freaking hilarious with Dan and Donna at Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that with the circle light?
Thank you. Yeah, and actually, this is because of Dan and Donna, and this whole thing started to chime together too about Dan and Donna, because I just was chatting with Dan today about being a guest on his show again. Yay. Which I will be chatting with OG and Thing here to find out what date it is, because I'm going to be going back on with Hard Knocks here shortly. But the one thing, as I've said before, doing shows and learning and doing all these things is watching and seeing what works. And the one thing I saw right off the bat with Hard Knocks and Dan and Donna was when I was doing the show, that was myself and Dan talking and really getting into it. And before we even started, of course, he introduced Donna, who was off camera and working the board with all the comments and questions, mm-hmm. which is a great idea, because when you're going back and forth with the intense, sometimes extremely serious, whatever it may be, you're back and forth and you're focused on the interview and you got a bunch of questions coming up too. You don't want to ignore anything and you don't want to be disrespectful for your guest. So Donna was screening the questions. Some of them were just, hey, how you doing? Or mm-hmm. some, very basic. But others were very important as far as questions for the host, the guest, or whatever have you. So what they did is, that's why we've got OG here doing all that. But what they also did was they had a second camera set up in the studio with a splitter, and what they would do is they would change from the one shot here, and then they'd go to the double shot. Or they would go from like this shot and then hit the splitter over to just OG when she's doing her spiel. Mm-hmm. So we are we're elevating to the next level, and within the next
month or less,
hopefully
less,
in probably the next couple of weeks,
yeah.
we will have the new system set up, the new camera set up, the new tripod, the splitter, and all that good stuff. So we will be having lots of fun with that. So you'll be seeing a lot more of Thing and OG doing what they do.
That's all on the dining room table right now.
Now it's scattered. Yeah. But, and again, I Dan and Donna from Hard Knocks. And I've said from day one, man, the things that, for me, I cannot stand reading in directions. So, I do good, like just watching, learning, and, hands on, eyes on, and doing something like that, and just seeing how, not only you seeing it, but you seeing the results, and it's just excellent. So that's what we're doing. And since we're on the topic of Dan and Donna, what date is that? Is that the 30th or the?
Probably best to be on the 30th, because that's a Monday.
That's after we get back.
A week after we get back.
Okay. I was going to go on Hard Knocks with, as a guest on Hard Knocks with Dan and Donna Monday. And of course, I'm like, yeah, sounds great. And but I was smart enough to say, you know what? Let me check with, the almighty OG thing, and my
his left brain.
I said the wonder admin who just runs everything, and I was like, but sounds good. So I sent it over, which I immediately got a response saying, no, we will be
Traveling.
in transit from New York to Connecticut to New York, here, wherever on Monday. And I was like, oh, yeah. So went back to Dan and straightened it all out. So it looks like we're going to be doing a week from Monday, which is September the 30th. And we will have more information on that as it comes along. And since we're on that subject, as far as scheduling, oh, like you got a leash. Look at it.
I do have a leash.
Well, okay, there you go. There you go. Man, now I just got to get one of those electric fences, man. It'd be a riot. Yeah. We need an electric fence in the, or let's see.
No.
I don't know if that's working over the mic or not. What was I going to say? There was something else. Scheduling. What we're going to do as far as, because I'm always doing it. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Boston, hey, let's do a show. Okay. Dan, let's do a show. Okay. Myself and Ian, I'm like, that's all I say is, okay, let's do it. And then I get a hold of OG. It's like, listen, we're going to do a show. And she's like, you can't.
Are booked?
We're going to be in a plane. We're going to do this. We can't. You're going to Fan to do a speaking engagement. It's like, damn it. Which is a good thing. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. But to keep things organized, everything from now on is going through OG as far as any scheduling of shows, of people coming on as guests to the show. Anything as far as questions, comments, or concerns about coming on as a guest, or if for me to come on
for speakers, for public speaking,
or anything basically. If it's to come on as a guest on a show by live stream or whatever it may be, or doing public speaking, everything basically goes through OG. And what we're going to do is a couple things, and we're going to be going through her email
would be the best. That way,
for right now is we're going to be using OG's email. We'll post it too.
Yeah.
But in case anyone's sitting there anxiously waiting with pen in hand and paper in hand, but this is going to be recorded. Is it uppercase?
No, it doesn't matter.
So it does. That's matter. Right. Email. So anyone who wants to come on, anybody who knows anybody that wants to come on, or anyone that wants me to come on and do anything, or OG to come on, please email her at RORBEHR@gmail.com. And again, that is ROR, and we are going to post this. It's kind of silly, but you know what? It's still out there. RORBEHR@gmail.com. I was just thinking about it. It's like, just post it, dumbass.
Well, you're going to anyway.
So yeah, so we'll post it. But the bottom line is, she's basically,
I'm going to have his appointment scheduled.
She's got everything. Everything goes through her, so I can't continue to make the mistakes of saying, yes, we'll do this show, yes, we'll do that show, and then have like 4 at the same time, such as tomorrow. I mean, here's a perfect example. We're flying to New York, going to Connecticut, doing Demon's Row at 3, and then following up afterwards with dinner with Ian Bick, going over all the logistics and stuff for our show that we're going to be starting up. And then later on, setting up with Boston 2%. Because why? Because I was like, he goes, hey, let's do a show. Okay. Sure. I forgot it was going to be in New York doing a show with Ian. So that's what I mean. But you know what? It's freaking fun. It's a ride to do, and everyone's involved. The more, the merrier. So, so actually, he's going to be back to Boston 2%. Is all over the place right now. But tomorrow, Boston is going to be heading to Athens, Alabama. Tomorrow, heading out, and we will be documenting his journey with him. We're going to be doing, as I just said, some lives along the way. And I don't know if he's going to pop on here or what's going on with him right now, but we'll do that.
He's probably busy doing last minute.
I think he's doing a show, or he's got some stuff. Because he was going to do something, then come back tomorrow. So Boston, I mean, he does anything. In fact, I just hit it and it just popped up. Me and my friend Steph and her kids. Yeah, I saw him. He did something. I can't remember where this is, but yeah, Boston is always on the move.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be taking care of that tomorrow as well. And let's see. Jennifer, I see. I just saw it on here on the phone. Jennifer Overman. How you doing, Jennifer?
Hi,
and
Jennifer.
Yeah, we got to get Jennifer popping on here. Yeah, I'm just checking out the phone here because a lot of things are popping up and nothing's popping up on the screen here. So we had an issue with that before with the studio and with Facebook, where we did a show and we basically went an hour. It was with Jared and Brianna, our good friends and family over at Defying Blacklist. And we were doing a show with them. And there was like 2 or 3 comments. And next thing you know, afterwards, we were getting hit with comments saying,
50, 60 of them.
They're like, yeah, it's like, oh, then they're like, how come you didn't respond and this and that? And it was like, what are you talking about? Because there weren't any. Mm-hmm. And it was like later on, all of a sudden, they started popping up. Don't know why, but
I don't have Jennifer on mine yet.
No, but I just saw her on the phone.
Yeah, right.
And so, yeah, Jennifer, and anybody, if you see or if you post something and we don't respond, please trust me, we are not ignoring you. We would not do that to anybody. It's just that for some reason, it's just not showing up on our screen right now. And that did happen a couple times where we were sitting here watching, and then all of a sudden it was like, bam, bam, bam. They all started popping up. So to Jennifer and to everyone else, bear with us and we'll do what we can do. And let's see what else we were doing.
Sometimes the Wi-Fi gods just aren't behaving.
Yeah, and of course it's because I'm here, and Wi-Fi and anything IT related knows that I absolutely hate it, and it's like this hate more relationship. And I mean, I'm serious. I'll go into a bank, and I mean the line is long, but all of a sudden you just see them. They're kicking people out. You're up there, and they're like, hello, Miss Davis, and she's done. Hello, Mr. Butler, and them in and out, and their transactions are going so smooth. And then I walk up and I get up to the counter, and they're like, "Oh, hello, how can? Oh, you know what? Hold on, because our computer just froze." And I was like, "Well, you know why? Because I'm standing here." And I said, and I had some paper that was some garbage, and I said, "You know what? Watch this." I go, "I'll fix it for you." I walked away to throw the paper away, and all of a sudden I hear laughing. I turn around, she's like, "It came back on as soon as you left." So yeah, that's a hate thing with me and IT.
Magnetic personality you have.
It's something.
Magnetism, just
Katie. How are you, Katie? How's Danny and that beautiful baby? Thank you for popping on as always. And we were just giving a shout out to Boston and Lori over in Alabama. And Katie and Danny are pretty freaking amazing people. When we were doing a show with my brother Skylar, and we were talking about a show, and actually it was afterwards, and Skylar and Kayla were on the road and unfortunately had trouble with their van and found themselves stranded. And they were like, you know what, we're going to make the most of it. And next thing you know, they just were sitting there, and I don't know, I think they went live and just kind of have, making do. Lo and behold, they get a response from Katie and Danny. And needless to say, it was, I believe, what was a 9-hour ride each way. Katie and Danny drove 9 hours each way with a part that they needed, that Skylar and Kayla needed, and did that. I mean, they said, we're coming. You need help. We're going to be there. So a huge shout out to Katie and her husband, Danny, because they are just amazing people. And they need, I've said many times, when we do something good or something happens in a positive manner, I've had people a lot of times saying, so about service, what the service sucked, or they're just not happy, and they're shouting from the rooftop what a piece of shit place this is, and just how unhappy, and telling everybody. And then you'll get the same person have something good, like good service, and very pleasant experience. And I was like, oh, did you let them know? Did you let the person know, the owner know, the manager know that you had such a good experience? No. Why? That's their job. They should be doing this. It's like we're so quick to jump all over people when they're down. We're so quick to criticize and just pounce on someone when they're down. You know what? Screw that, man. If someone is doing something good, tell them. You know what? Even if it's just something as simple, something as simple, something, if it's something as simple as their English, and it's the way their speech, such as mine.
Oh, Boston's on.
I see it, and I don't see him.
We were talking about you, Boston.
Boston, we were talking about you, and the force worked, and here you are, brother.
Soon.
Yes. And now I see him. I'll be on the road at 6 a.m. Is that what it says? 6 a.m. tomorrow?
Yep.
Well, actually, you know what? So will we. We will be on our way to the airport.
Correct.
To be on our way to New York, Connecticut, and then we still got to hook up to find out what time we're going live with the Where's Boston. What did y'all say? Oh, yeah. Well, we were just talking. Well, I was talking about you because I wasn't sure. I saw some of your activity today. I mean, you're today, every day. It's just like I said, screw Where's Waldo. It's Where's Boston, man. And I was about to say, for those of you who don't know Boston, but everybody freaking knows Boston 2%. Boston is, I have such mad respect and love for Boston for what he has done, what he's doing. Is something that is to be admired. And I've told him many times, it makes me a better person by watching him, seeing his energy and all this stuff. I didn't even tell you this, Boston, but we were talking a few times before I did my first live show. And, people don't believe me when I tell them that I was nervous. They're like, yeah, right. And like you, and I'm like, yeah. And, I was watching a lot of your stuff, and then me and you talking, just seeing certain things. And I've said many times, I will watch different people and try to pick up different techniques, different styles, and then I relate it to myself and I put in my own spin. And before I did the live show at Fan, me and you talked. It was a couple days in a row. And when I was at Fan, I was sitting there and I changed everything. As I was walking up to the podium, and I told OG, I go, you know how we discussed what I was going to do, or I discussed what I was going to do? She goes, yeah. I go, I changed everything. She goes, when? I go, just now. And that's a testament to you, Boston, because you know what? You don't script shit that comes from the heart and the soul. I never have, and I came this close, and I was like, screw that. And then you popped into my mind. So, people, just so you know, your words make a difference. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. All of our words, no matter how big or small that you think your story is, no matter how intense or not that you think your story is or isn't, trust me, we're hitting so many people on so many different levels. And I've said many times, we were doing shows, Boston's, we still haven't got to, when he gets settled in Alabama, me and Boston are probably going to do, I'm guessing, a 2.5 hour minimum show. I mean, to get everything, to get Boston's story, because there is so much behind the man, the myth, the legend. And I will not end that show until, we get everything out that needs to be out with Boston. He is that type of person. And as we all are in this, and I've said it many times, our family, it is such a privilege to be part of this. And I've had some people who look down on us. I've had some arguments, which I really don't mind that at all. A little bit of confrontation is something I rather enjoy. I handle it different these days. In the past, it was handled much differently. Now I love, different types of controversy. As I've said many times, controversy is a beautiful thing because it brings about conversation, communication, ideas, thoughts. In the past, it was yelling, screaming, punches thrown. And now it is conversation. It is ideas. Now, at the end of it, you may still not agree. At the end of it, you still may have that disdain towards that person, but there might be a little bit. It's like, you know what? I still think you're a freaking idiot, but there's certain things that I didn't think of. And you know what? You gave me something to think about. So everything that we do present on our shows, our stories, our testimonials, you're touching somebody in some way. And but I did make a comment one time. And of course, there's haters and little smartasses everywhere. And I said, I'm so proud to be part of this elite family of warriors known as addicts and dealing with addiction. And some little shithead put in a comment, and it was like, you should be embarrassed of this and that. And it was like, you little tool, you have no freaking idea. And I said, you talk about strength and pride and honor that comes with what we do and what we've gone through. Each and every one of us, each and every one of our family members, extended family members, through all of our different families throughout the world, we've all and still go through so much. When we are sitting here on a day-to-day basis and you're dealing with, okay, like I was talking to Mr. Personality here that was giving me some issues. I said, you know what? I go, your daily activities. Because of course he said, you know what? I've never had to deal with anything like that. And not only that, no one in my family ever has. And no one we know ever has. And I was like, okay, you're full of shit, but okay. And then it was like, you know what? Let's just go with that. And that's cool because I go, you know what, Einstein? We go through the same thing. Everything that you mentioned, work, personal issues, finances, physical, medical, every single thing all day long that gets, that happens to people throughout the day, and it's very intense. It's very overwhelming, and you deal with it, and it can be extremely overwhelming at times. And I said, okay, well, guess what? We deal with that. And when I say we, people dealing with addiction and whatever it may be, mental health issues, whatever it is, we deal with the exact same thing that you just said. Then on top of that, dealing with addiction 24/7 on top of all that stuff, and we still come out on top. And not only that, we come out on top and we help everyone that we can. So yeah, when I talk about heroes, when I talk about champions, when I talk about warriors, it's about every single one of you. It's about all of us. So yeah, I'm freaking proud to be part of this family. I am proud to be, part of this elite family with Boston and all of the amazing family members in this family. So there. So there. But Boston, I'm 100%. Yeah, I mean, you are the man, brother. And we got to tell more people about your book and all the other things you have going on. We've been talking to Lori in Alabama about different things.
Write the title of your book, Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Type in the title of your book so we have it.
Yeah, we're putting that out there on the page as well. So if you could please put that down. And where are you right now?
He'll be in Billings tomorrow.
No, I mean, are you where are you right now? The Meth Bible. Are you at home? Are you at a hotel? Where are you right now, Boston? Because I know tomorrow, Houston Airport.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, let's see. I've got an idea. How about I send you a link and you come on right now from the Houston Airport?
Oh my gosh.
What do you say?
It's going to cause disruption at the airport.
I mean, I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is going to be or if you can even do it. But for you, brother, I'll do anything, man. You on in. Like I said, my show's your show. So if you want me to flying back to Seattle, driving to Billy, send it. I freaking love you, man. Uh-oh. Oh, you got it. You got his email.
Oh, yeah, let me go.
Yeah, we got you. I'm going to be sending it to you. Hold on, brother. I am probably going to, let's see. You're going to lose me for a little bit, but that's all right. Copy. You got it. Oh, wait, I got to get my keyboard.
Duh. so many things going on at once, you know. And
live TV, folks, live TV.
And he's already thinking about how we got to pack. And
let's see. Email.
Fates run.
Hold on.
9.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Is it
F? Capital F.
Capital F.
AITHS.
AITHS.
Yeah. SRUN.
RUN.
The number 9. At gmail.com. I'm surprised it doesn't self-populate.
There it is. It's populated.
It's populated.
Okay.
You're populated, Boston.
I just sent it to you, brother. So.
Yeah, because we're talking about where you were at now, because we're kind of curious because we know that you're going to be starting to drive to Athens, and we were looking at airports, and it's close to Huntsville. So.
Oh yeah.
Supposedly June 5th next year, part of the calendar, we're going to be down there. So we got to figure out when we're going to
there's his email. We got you now. So you should have gotten that.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Without further ado. My brother.
The one and only.
My brother, the one and only. 2% is in the house.
2%ers stand up. I am on the road. How are you?
You know what? I love you, man. I freaking love you, brother.
It doesn't get any more spur moment than this, man.
You can't script this shit. First of all, we don't. But here we go.
Hey, we're live from the city of Houston, Texas. Spur of the moment. I'm heading back to Seattle. I'm staying at these people's house from church. They're like 80 years old. I'm going to go to their house at like midnight. I'm going to crash in their spare bedroom. My car's back there. And then I'm taking off at like 6 a.m. and I'm driving to Billings, Montana, of all places, to shoot. I'm shooting an interview with my friend Shelby. It's on the way. So I'll be there at like probably 7 or 8 at night, and then we're going to shoot the show. And then I'm off to probably like St. Louis or something. I don't know.
When are you getting on the plane?
I'm getting on the plane like any minute. I'm about to pop a couple Advil PMs and hit the bedroom. Yeah.
Oh man, I love this. I was just telling everyone, giving them an update tomorrow. I mean, we're out of here. We're flying out at 10. We're getting to New York, and then we're driving to driving to Connecticut, and I'm doing Demon's Row with Sosa at 3. And then we're hitting dinner with Ian and going over all the logistics for our show. And then after that, me and Ian are going to do a show. And then after that, back to the hotel. And then me and you have to hook up because we got to do another show with you from
the road.
Billings, Montana.
From wherever. We should have like a guess, like where's Waldo? Where's Boston right now? We'll have like a bunch of guesses. Where do you think he's at?
Right. Yeah. I mean, anything can happen. This is going to be a road trip to end all road trips.
You know what? I saw actually, I was talking about you. I hit and you popped right up. I mean, I swear to God, Boston, as soon as I hit it, there you were. And you were with, it said, I think 5 hours ago, you were with looked like a family, and you posted, this looks like a Christmas card.
Yeah.
What was that about?
I was preaching today. That's why my voice is all messed up. I was preaching in Houston. It's on my wall on my Facebook. It's on my live. So I just was taking pictures with everybody, and I was holding her kid. I was holding her son Legacy up in my arm. I'm like, this is like a Christmas card from back in the day.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can grab it real quick here. But you're right. And you know what? I did catch some of it. Your show, or what time was it today? It was where was it too, by the way?
It was at it kicked off at like noon. It was at this church, a big church building in Houston.
That's right. I remember.
It was wild. A lot of people that I knew from years ago drove in. Like my friend Moon showed up. I haven't seen him since 2017.
Hey, Boston.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
I can see the picture.
Yeah, that was the one I saw, and it says me. Oh, it says Me and my friend Steph and her kids, we look like a Sears Xmas a Christmas card for real. Remind me when we were kids.
Looks like an Easter card from Sears. Hey, let's go to Sears and get our pictures taken.
All that. Okay, we're back. Now go to Sears. You know why? Because Boston, you know, he's gonna let you down, just so you know.
You remember they used to call it Sears and Roebuck back in the day.
Exactly.
Yes, old school, man.
Woolworths. We're gonna go to
Woolworths and Cunningham and where were some of the other ones, man? Kresge. White or top hat, and we'd sit there and get sliders. Man. Oh, but we were talking, Lori. We've been going back and forth with Lori, and she goes, just so you know, June 5th of next year is the big event. Of course, you're going to be there. She just informed me that I will be there
as a speaker.
And she goes, oh, not only are you guys coming, she goes, you're a speaker as well.
Yeah, the addiction eviction rally. It's going to be awesome.
Yes. You know what? Is there something going on with our other family member, Jamie Tall? I saw she had something today, and or there was something about, I swear to God, I thought that's what it said. In Athens.
Oh, Athens. She's in Athens, Georgia.
Okay, you know what? That's what it was. Was. See, we got people everywhere, man. Addiction doesn't have a chance. We're gonna kick its ass.
Right. Yeah.
But you know what? I know you're flying out shortly, and we try to get, OG tries to hook me up with our seats because of my back and everything, and it's not first class. It's at what is it?
Oh, tomorrow it's the back of the
Comfort.
Comfort.
Well,
Comfort.
Unfortunately, OG couldn't
come
get us
through
on
today
for the flight out. We are in the very back. The only thing behind me is the freaking bathroom, and so I'm against the wall, and that doesn't move at all, man. So hey, I'll be sitting next to the shitter.
Listen, I would rather have the bathroom behind me than Puff Daddy any day of the week.
You ain't kidding, man. You talk about some
humor there for you.
Oh man, how long's your flight?
I don't know. I'm going to take like 2 Tylenol PMs. I'm just going to wake up in SeaTac. It's like 4.5 hours, but we go back in time. It's like 2 hours back in time because we're going to West Coast time. But I'm just going to go. I'm going to hit the bed. I'm going to get up at 6, shower, brush. I'm going to brush my teeth, shower, and I'm hitting the road. And I'm just going to start driving. And the road trip begins. I mean, I look like I'm on drugs right now. I'm so tired. I barely slept like probably 3.5 hours the last 2 nights.
Oh my God. It's crazy, brother. Cause I know last week, it was shows or sometimes 2 shows every day. And then the speaking on Tuesday, then Wednesday we did one, Thursday we did one, yesterday, a short one, but it was just like sitting there. I had a guest coming on Wednesday, and it was like 7:10. She was coming on at 7:00. I was sitting right here, and I just went like, before we came on, OG was checking the board, and she goes, "Just take a nap." And I went like this,
and he did.
I was out. She woke me up. She goes, "We're live. We're going live." Hey, welcome.
Do you have Boston's phone number?
Yeah, I got his number.
Okay, all right.
And but yeah, we definitely got to figure out what time tomorrow night. We're both going to be doing pie stuff. You're a lot worse than me you're God knows all over the place. So you're
and driving
sleep deprived is going to be
you lot. Driving by yourself?
Yeah, it's me. It's like a golden retriever driving across by himself.
So you have the window down?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, man, I tell you what, I brag about you all the time, and you know that. And it's just stuff like this that, I mean, it's funny and all, but there's as much fun as it is, people, I really try to just get through to everyone. Yeah, it's fun, but there's so much into this.
We're just real dudes. We have organic followings. We don't pay for our following. We're not getting behind the scenes. We're just real people trying to make a difference. And I think it translates, and we just have a good time because we're authentic. You know
Definitely. What I mean? Definitely. Just like when me and you were doing the first show. I mean, I remember you sent a post and you're like, Dude, that was the funnest show I've ever done, and it was just, and it was just spur of the moment, and people were chiming in all night. The next day, they're like, "That was a ride." She goes, "We love you guys. Do another one. Do another one." Okay, and but yeah, that's what it is. And I know I saw Jared Blaine. He put a post out there about these people. See, like I said, I'm new to this game. I didn't know that a lot of these so-called super hosts and platforms were out there buying people. It was like,
bro, I saw someone go from 24,000 to over 250,000 in one night, and I'm like, give me a break.
We look at ours. It's like, how many followers you got? I don't know. And I look down. Well, we're still at 22,600 people.
Listen,
it's like, that's okay.
I had some extremely viral posts, like 500,000, 600,000 on TikTok. It took me 2 years to get 50,000, but you know what? They're all real, and that's
exactly.
But listen, I always tell everybody this: you can have your 130, 150,000 followers, right? And you put out all these clips. I think 250,000 people have listened to my full-length testimony of my life story. I'll take that all day, every day. Over 100.
Exactly. Oh, you got it, brother. And I tell you what, like for me. Yeah, when we get together and stuff, and even like with me and Ian tomorrow, man, because I am doing so much stuff wrong. I think the most we've been getting as far as followers or views. When I did Ian's, when I did Demon's Row, we had like 36,000 in like 4 days, and all of a sudden it just stopped at 30. It was like, so I think 36,000 is like my limit right now. And, like I said, but I'm learning, and we'll just keep growing, and that's fine, man. If I reach 36 is cool. If I reach 5.
When you do the Ian Big show, you get it on YouTube. Like I got 45 or 6,000 on YouTube. But then how many do you get on Spotify? It's probably more. It's probably like double that.
See, and the thing is, I've never even done Spotify. I'm not even on it.
When you do Ian Big, you do the Spotify audio podcast.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So you're 1,000 people. I'll take it.
Hell yeah, man. And
Boston 2% pot too.
Hey, you know what? We gotta get me, you, and Ian. I'll talk to him tomorrow and we'll just have a list together, and we'll just do some people coming up. Can you imagine me, you, and Ian?
We break the internet, Manny. I don't think they can.
Oh my God. Yeah, just be like the numbers would be look like a freaking slot machine.
Yeah, the odometer is turning over. It's like an 86 Dodge.
It's got the Vega. Yeah, remember the old Vega?
Yeah, it's a Gremlin.
Oh my God, the Gremlin, man. Oh, those were fun.
Listen, I got to board this plane. Listen, I love you, man. Okay, just stay true to yourself. You're doing an amazing thing. I'm gonna get with you while I'm on the road. Just watch my Facebook and my YouTube. I'm gonna document the whole journey, so you won't miss it.
Good.
And you know what? Put it out. Post it on our stuff, man. And he gave you some love. He just said. He just
Thank you.
So. All right, brother. Be safe. Love you, man. Give everyone our best, and we will talk tomorrow.
I love you. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Well, there you have it.
There you go.
There you
for
have
the
it.
moment, live TV.
And that's just the cool thing about doing this is I've had a lot of people that they saw the show with when we had Boston, and a couple of them were like, man, he's a great guy and all this, and they said he is so freaking busy. And there's been a few other guests that we've had as well, and they're like, just trying to get these guys on there because they're already got commitments and they're doing this and this and this. And they're like, how the hell did you get them to come on? I go, he saw us.
Yeah.
He called me. He goes, I see you're on right now. He goes, put me on, send me the link. I'm like, okay. And, so I said before, man, it is so cool to be in this, this family of these amazing people, man. It is such an honor. And it's cool as hell. Karen, Trouble is in the house, and Karen and
there's Karen McGee also.
Phyllis and McGee. Gotta get make sure you tell Phyllis I said hi. And let's see. There's Karen McGee.
Karen Vocek, Karen McGee.
Yep. And Trouble's there.
Trouble's in the house.
Seating upgrade. No, Karen, did you see that? She goes, did you get the upgrade? No, we're trying. OG's trying. She called today. And
I was on the phone. Actually, it was a very nice chat with the Delta, some kind of concierge type of thing. And they did what they could, but it's a sold out flight. Who goes to White Plains, New York? The plane's friggin' sold out.
Yeah, and but we'll see. You know what?
We'll ask tomorrow.
We'll try it again tomorrow. But yeah, Karen, we're trying, man, because
his back.
But you know what? It is what it is. If we can't, that's fine. You know, we're gonna have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a couple shows with some amazing people. Gonna have a lot of fun. And but Karen, make sure you tell Phyllis that we said hi, and I hope she's having a great night.
Mm-hmm.
And give her a big old hug from me.
Aww.
And thank you again, and your mom for watching, and means a lot. And I always look forward to seeing you on here, and got to get a shout out with you and Phyllis, of course. So thank you again.
No, we got Ginger, we got Katie.
I missed
Jennifer.
Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger's been here.
I'm sorry, Ginger and Karen. There you are.
Yeah,
Boston too. I'm getting the creators bag. Oh, I know, man. I tell you, Ginger, we were sitting there, and I had someone. We were talking, and they're like, people were, they said that they were getting so upset because they would have like an hour show. We're at 41 minutes right now, and they said during that show, more than half of it was spent by all of a sudden stopping, and send me stars, send me this, send. There's nothing wrong. I mean, if you are like for me and OG and what we're doing, I'm blessed to have a full-time job. Mm-hmm. So this is not my bread and butter. I need to do this full-time to pay my bills. But I do a lot of the hosts and people doing these platforms who are doing shows every day. Well, it's kind of like what we are, but don't depend on, like, we don't depend on this for to pay bills and stuff like that. But
he does it for the love.
Yeah, but the thing is too is a lot of the ones that I've talked to, there's so much involved with the editing, the different upgrades on the studio and stuff like that. So, but then these people that I'm not going to shout any names out there one way or another. But these are the ones who are busting their ass with doing things and, putting money out to improve their content, to improve the studio, to improve this. So they're not just sitting there saying, I'm busting my ass to, like, someone asked me, Manny, what are you doing? I'm talking. It's not like I am running around doing everything. And I'm just speaking for myself. I will never, ever, ever, degrade anybody for, trying to improve themselves. I mean, shit, that's what I'm trying to do every day. Every day I come on here, I try to be the best that I can be. I try to, do the best and I learn. And there was someone else that said, but why don't you ask for stars? And I'm like, well, people know, I never have, and I never will. Mm-mm. If somebody wants to send something, great. But you know what means more to me than stars is this right here. Seeing Karen, seeing Led, seeing Ginger, seeing Boston, seeing all that. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I mean, if I happen to see some stars fly by, I appreciate it more than anything. But you know what? Having the family, having everyone here. But I almost forgot. I've been forgetting. The one thing we would definitely, and I would really, really appreciate is watching what me and Boston were just talking about, YouTube. I forget and to ask people to subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
It doesn't cost a penny. So I'm not asking anyone for anything except to subscribe to Manny Vitale, My Fight, Our War, which is our YouTube channel.
Put that on your to-do list, everybody.
So please, if you guys could share that, to go to the YouTube, Manny Vitale, My Fight, Our War, and subscribe. Because right now I'm looking at a lot of these people, Boston and all these other people, and it's like 400,000, 600,000. I was like, I wonder what we have. And I looked, and she goes, how many? I went, 117. She goes, 1,000? No. 117 people. And you know what? I'm good with that. Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds silly and fake, but you know what? It is what it is. And but like I said, for my friends and my family who are busting their butts, and that everyone is sending them stars, they deserve it. They earn it. They work their asses off for it. So please, at your discretion, send whatever you can. As far as my fight, our war, and me, I don't ask for shit. You know,
Just
just
subscribe.
subscribe to the
Subscribe.
YouTube station and pop on when you see us live and be
Yeah.
part of the show.
Yeah.
You know, and I love to have you guys part of the show. I want you guys on here as guests. Hit OG and on her email, which we're going to be posting, as well as go to her page, her Facebook page, and hit her up on Messenger.
Say hello to Phyllis. Phyllis is watching.
Phyllis is watching.
Yeah.
Where's Phyllis?
Say Phyllis. Hi, Phyllis.
Phyllis, how are you, Phyllis? I hope you're having a great night. I saw the other night, Karen was nice enough to take a picture of her beautiful mother, and saw that smile. And I hope you are having a great night with Karen.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope that you and Karen have just an absolutely great weekend. And thank you again for watching and being
Jared
part
just popped on.
and for being part of our family. And what?
Jared just popped on.
Jared,
We were talking about you before.
Jared, we were talking about you. Actually, I was talking about today and yesterday about. I said that you posted
Music,
or you're dropping 2 more songs in the
Music.
next couple of weeks. That you dropped Hail Mary 2 months ago, and Jared Blaine is kicking ass in Spotify, iTunes. So please go there, support Jared Blaine and his music, as well as Jared and Brianna over at
Mhm.
Defying Blacklist and all the incredible things they're doing there, as well as him, Chad, Jody, Brianna at BAM. And they're doing a lot of incredible things. So please continue to support all of us.
Yeah.
You know, we need the love. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
very sensitive.
Aw. Love is good.
Showing love is good, folks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was cool, man. I can't believe it was Boston. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's like a couple of times he called. He goes, "You going live? When? Anytime soon, man. Just let me." He goes, he goes, "Just so you know, I've got on the notifications. When I see your name, I'm going to be going live with you." Said, "Okay, Boston."
You never know what to expect from Boston.
Oh, we have such a good time, man. It's just spur of the moment. And we're going to continue to do that. Like I said, tomorrow the next 48 hours is going to be a madhouse. Off to Boston,
No, off to Connecticut.
off to New York,
In Connecticut.
off to White Plain, New York, then off to Connecticut, then Demon's Row with Sos the Ghost at 3:00, and then meeting and dinner with Ian, and then
Tell 'em
doing
what
the show.
Demon's Ghost is. 'Cause a lot of people here don't know what
Demon's
Sos-
Ghost?
Yeah, well, whatever. Sos the Ghost.
Man. Okay. Yep. She's in charge of everything, all the organization. Anyways, it's actually Demon's Row with
Demon's
Sos the man himself. Sos the Ghost is huge in the podcast world. And he's friends with Ian Bick. I mean, who isn't? I mean, everyone knows the man. And he saw the show I did with Ian, and he saw the part with me and the motorcycle club, especially with the Detroit police and that. And him and Ian talked, and he's like, okay, well, he took some of the excerpts from the interview and he put it on Demon's Row. And I started getting phone calls from people. And I got at work, a couple people came in, a few of our sales guy, Doc, came back. He goes, "Dude, I didn't know you did Demon's Row." And I'm like, "It's because I didn't."
What's a Demon's Row?
And no, and then Reverend Bob, he texted me, he goes, "Man," he goes, "that's great, man. You're on Demon's Row." And I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?" So he sent me the YouTube, and I look, and there I am.
Mhm.
And it's myself and Ian. And then the third camera was on Sos, and it was discussing being a police officer as well as an MC. And I cannot wait for tomorrow, man, because there were so many comments from these haters popping on saying, "This guy's full of shit." So I responded like I do to everyone. I'm like, "Listen, man, okay, what's your name? What club you with?"
Mhm.
First of all, genius again. This wasn't about infiltrating a club and undercover and this huge scandal. No, these guys knew me for years. They knew me before Detroit police, and I just like Sos himself said, He didn't infiltrate. He came in straight up prospected. He got probated. He came in and got his cut as a full member, and worked my way right up. And so saw that, and they got the footage. And next, so got a hold of Ian and got a hold of me and said he wanted me on the show. So I mean, that's where he is too. He's in Connecticut. What are the chances? So yeah, man, I talked to Sos briefly, and yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I get to let loose on a part of my life that it's been a long time. It's been kind of tucked away, and I'm not embarrassed by it at all. I mean, I'm not ashamed of it at all.
How many years was you with the club?
Oh, well, associated, shit, 7, 8, 9 years associated, but as part of, but actually being a full patch member, it was under 5.
Mm-hmm.
But in club world, that's about 50.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you guys in the MC know what I'm talking about. My brother Porky, God rest his soul. I remember when I realized after a bunch of Patron is how I became a highwayman, because I got up the next morning and I looked out, and like I said, I've known these guys, so for all the haters were like, he's lying, he's this, he's that. And I invited him. I said, listen, bro, you want to come on? You want to go live with me? We'll go live. I mean, not in a confrontational way. It's like, you want to call me out? Call me out,
Mm-hmm.
but have the balls to not hide behind a keyboard and a
Say it to
microphone.
my face.
Yeah, I mean, no, just like, okay, what? First of all, I was like, what's your name? None of your business what my name is. Okay, what club you with? Anyone knows that you can't mention your club's name. It's like, man, you are the biggest bullshit. First of all, any MC, the person who is part of, is proud as hell to shout their club from the mountaintop, man. And so right there, I'm like, and I was like, you know what? These guys, you get ones who are hangarounds, but they're not even probies. They're not even prospects. They're hangarounds. They're like,
Wannabes.
They're the wannabes who, some of them, and that's fine. You're supporters. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not belittling it at all. Some of the best, the nicest people I've met through the Highwaymen, some of these hangarounds were the nicest people, man, but they didn't want to take that jump into the club world. It's a whole nother world. And for people who have never been in a club, I still love their they give their insight too. Have you ever been in it? No, but I've been around it my whole life. Okay, you've been around it. Okay, I've been around a ton of people that have a shit ton of money. Do I know what it's like? Nope. You know what? But so these people who are sitting there criticizing, or anybody, about things, so I called them out. Okay, let's talk about it. And when he came out with the, you can't talk about, their names, you can't say it. What the hell? I mean, so that's just how they're calling me out and I'm full of shit, but yet they don't even know the do's and don'ts of the MC world. And that's why I'm so looking forward to tomorrow to sit down with Sos and actually be able to real talk about the stuff that we can. There's a lot of stuff that me and Sos can't talk about. I mean, there's things that that I won't talk about. And it's not because, oh, he's lying. It's because the people who are really in MC know exactly what I'm talking about right now. And
the rest of us are lost, but that's okay.
Yeah, but you won't be after tomorrow's show with Sos. And again, after that, like Ian said, you're going to.
But it may be taped, so it's not.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, pretty sure it's recorded with Demon's Row. And I'm not sure if me and Ian are going to be live. I'm guessing we might be live, but then again, who knows? We don't know. And then you just saw Boston on with us. We're going to be doing Boston.
Trying to find him
sometime tomorrow. Somewhere. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, it's almost an hour, and I said I wasn't going live again, and here we are.
You gotta protect your throat.
Oh yeah, got to get ready. Start losing my voice again. Got to keep it for tomorrow's shows. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will definitely keep you updated on how the shows go tomorrow, from Demon's Row to Ian Bick to Boston 2%, and everywhere in between. We'll kind of do what Boston's doing, like shots from the airport, and we'll just have fun. It'll be sappy Sunday as well. So, all right. Well, you guys have a great night, and remember to get out there and show some love and respect to each other, man, and everyone involved, because as we see every day when we turn on the freaking TV, there's enough hate, there's enough bullshit going on in this world.
So we got lots of love here.
Oh, there's just, I mean, you get what you get, and you give what you get, and you get what you give. And so that's what we're going to do. And you guys have an awesome night. You got anything, OG?
I'm just sending them good night all.
All right. Well, love you guys. We will keep you updated. And until then, keep fighting the good fight.